Yeah. I'm here. I'm late. I know. I didn't get off work till like almost 4 o'clock. So I was speeding home. I was like, yeah, beep, get out of the way. I got Dark MAGA to run. So I apologize for being late. But look, folks, you know, this is not my normal job. We don't do this full time here. This is charity work, baby. But thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for hanging in there. Holy Lordy, where are we at here? What's going on in the news, folks? How you all doing? Really? I'm here. Yes, this is happening. This is real. We are streaming live. Absolutely. Good to see all of you. Well, Dark MAGA has a different flavor than our normal podcasting. You can be spicy. You can almost say whatever you want to a limit, because some of you are psychos, and I love that about you. And I will embrace you because nobody else will, because you're a psycho. But no, I love you. And just keep it tame a little bit. Don't do anything that will get you booted, but we love you here. All right. Well, where are we at? We got some updates regarding Trump and TikTok. So this affects a few of us in the chat. Trump says TikTok will be American operated all the way under New Deal. I don't know how I feel about this because, look, the Chinese are known to censor people. That's an obvious thing. But so does Americans. Facebook admitted to it, meaning Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and then just this week, Google admitted to it. Google's like, yeah, hey, if you're a conservative and you said anything about COVID or elections, the 2020 midterms or elections, whatever the hell it was, you can come on back if you want. Sorry, yeah, we did silence you and ban you, but if it's cool if you want to come on back. Mind you, it doesn't talk about shadow banning, even though that's built into the baked into the cake. But yeah, they're silencing everybody. So it doesn't really mean much to me that this is American owned. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Thursday aimed to ensuring TikTok becomes an American operated all the way. I don't know how this changes anything because Congress said TikTok is illegal. And if anybody wanted to have a gripe with Trump, his job is to execute the laws on the books. He should have made TikTok go bye-bye, to be fair. And I make money on TikTok. And I'm saying, yeah, it should be gone. This platform pushes out the wrong narrative that's in support of this leftist narrative. When I got no problem with them pushing out leftist narratives, but how about you push out us conservative narratives too? We all know how the game's played. Big tech's owned by these psychos that want to always censor us, but never anybody else. After months of delaying the enforcement of a law banning TikTok, Trump announced a new framework facilitated by his executive order, which would transfer ownership on the social media platform from China to a group of American investors. Now, who is this American investors? There are some rumors out there who it is. Congress passed a law in 2024 to either ban the Chinese-owned TikTok or to force its sale due to national security and privacy concerns. Really? Privacy concerns? Our government's going to talk to us about privacy concerns, even though through the Patriot Act, they spied on all of us. Folks, the FBI and other three-letter agencies spied on Donald Trump. Donald Trump and his campaign. Illegally, by the way. Well, how do we know that? Because Crossfire Hurricane, Tulsi Gabbard, released a bunch of documents. And the way that they were able to spy on the Trump campaign was because they lied about stuff. Legitimately fabricated stuff out of thin air. And that's how they got the rights to do it. The rights, in air quotes, to do it by the judge. This is going to be American operated all the way, Trump said in a signed executive order. I have great respect for President Xi. I very much appreciate that he approved the deal. Well, what do we give up in return is my question. See, Xi and the Chinese just don't, give away something like TikTok, for example. What do we give up in return? Because to get it done properly, we really needed the support of the Chinese and the approval of China. Really? Trump thanked China President Xi Jinping for agreeing to the deal and said some of the investors, some of them in the project included Oracle CEO Larry Ellison, entrepreneur Michael Dell, and Rupert Murdoch. Vice President J.D. Vance played a key role in negotiating the framework, said the deal would allow Americans to use TikTok with more confidence than they had in the past. We'll see about that. It's not going to be used as a propaganda weapon against our fellow citizens. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, man. Just because my side says it. Yeah, everybody does it. I'll believe it. Look what TikTok does, what YouTube does, what Facebook does, what Instagram does, what Google does, what Meta does. They're all in the same cahoots together. Vance said that TikTok was valued at around $14 billion. That seems kind of low, to be honest. $14 billion. Seems like it would be worth more. And that details about the specific investors would be revealed in the coming days. So we'll see. I hope things do change. I really do. But I don't think they're going to. Matter of fact, let's go to the chat because it's Dark Magger. Do you guys think things are going to change? You think that they're going to stop silencing us? You think they're going to stop pushing this leftist BS narrative and the violence and the specific type of content that soaks division in this country? Do you think they'll stop doing that? I got a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Bing Bong says, Brad, what are your thoughts on Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes getting their YouTube channels back and deleted in the same day? I did not even know that happened, by the way. I don't really watch. Actually, I don't watch any Nick Fuentes stuff. I couldn't even tell you what the guy believes in. I've maybe seen a clip. Alex Jones, same thing. I don't really watch Alex Jones all that much. So I don't have an opinion on it. Don't follow them. That's all I got. Yeah, sorry. No, the commies already live there. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nope, they won't change. Exactly. Yeah. Good. Yes, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. We get it. That says Daddy's out of the ICU and moved out to the 6th floor. Oh, good. Okay. We're waiting to get him to a therapy place. He hasn't been assigned to a place yet. Hopefully soon. Well, I hope everything goes okay, Bets. I've been down that road with my pops as well. It's a rough one. And look, the fact that you make it out of the ICU, God bless. That's a huge deal. Hate to say it, man. You either making it out of the ICU or you ain't making it out of the ICU. There's only one or the other. And thank God that happened for you. God bless. Be praying for him. All right, let's see what else is in the news there. So you got TikTok coming back, or staying, I should say. You have Trump cancels Democratic meeting here, prepares layoffs amid shutdown threat. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, here we go. Trump, you freaking big dog, you.
Democrats, they asked us to do something that's totally unreasonable. They never change. They want to give money away to illegally people that entered our country illegally. They want to give them massive federal money.
Sure. I believe it.
And we don't want to do that because it means everyone's going to just keep pouring back. Right now we have absolutely perfect borders like you haven't seen in many years. Even better than I had great borders during my 4 years, but these borders are stone cold closed. You can only come into our country legally now. But the Democrats want to give it all away. They want to open up the borders.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at that. Big thing. They want to open borders again after what we're going through now, getting rid of prisoners, getting rid of all of these people dropped out from mental institutions, drug dealers, drug addicts, everything. They're putting everybody into our country. It's all ended now. But this is what Schumer wants. This is what the Democrats want. They want to and they want to take our money. We're doing well because of tariffs. We're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever.
He's not wrong. Now, how the left spin this, because the left isn't able to listen to this man due to Trump derangement syndrome and actually understand what he's saying. Whenever they hear of him talking about illegal immigrants coming to this country from insane asylums or criminals or whatever, they think this is how crazy they are. They're lunatics. I'm not talking about the Democrat Party. Please understand that. The Democrat Party has a lot of progressive leftists in it. I'm talking about the leftists. They cannot comprehend what this man is saying. They don't understand that there legitimately are thousands of criminals that poured across the border under Joe Biden. They think when he says this, that he's talking about literally every single illegal alien. I understand that you might be like, well, every illegal alien, because they came across the border, Brad, is a criminal. I'm talking about violent criminals, okay? And so is he in some way, shape, or form. There are some people that are here illegal that are good people. You still can't be here. I hate to say it to you, but you're a good person. You just, in the same way, some of you have broken the law, by the way. Some of you drive over the damn speed limit. Same damn thing. I'm sure if you all have done something stupid. Granted, you're supposed to be here. What I'm saying is you could still be a good person and break the law and do something silly. You know, maybe you fucking jaywalked. Okay, you broke the law. You're still a good person. You made a stupid mistake. You shouldn't have done it. Doesn't mean you get to stay here. I'm just saying you could be a good person and still break the law. Depends on how severe the law is, to be fair. But you understand what I mean. There's a hierarchy here. There's a, you know, it ebbs and flows, like what Karine Jean-Pierre said, ebbs and flows. Well, Caroline Levitt said Democrats are about to shut down the federal government because President Trump won't force American taxpayers to pay for free health care for illegal aliens. We are We're $37 trillion in debt. Okay. I'm going to go to this again because I want you guys to see how much you're paying for Medicare, Medicaid already. Why does this pop up all the time? How do I get rid of this? Hold on a second. All right. Well, it's not showing me. I'm not doing that. Exit. All right. Never mind. It's not wanting to show me. It gives me this freaking stupid thing. USDebtClock.org. Yep. Nope. Not doing it. All right. Never mind. Well, anyways, we're $37.5 trillion in debt. And if you want to see what I'm seeing, this is the crap that it's giving me. I don't know what the hell this stupid thing is. It needs to be freaking taken off. But we are paying $1.7 trillion in Medicare, Medicaid that, by the way, we can't afford because we're $37 trillion in debt. Now, people go, Brad, we print money. We can afford it. We're making payments. Like, it's fine. No, it's not to be fine. $37 trillion in debt. James Woods come out and says, they hate America. There is no longer any other logical explanation. Yeah. I think we've established this a long time ago that they hate America. That whole party has been the party. By the way, the Democrat Party has been the party of hate for a long. They're the party of the Klan. They're the party of, I say it all the time, the party of slavery, the party that voted against civil rights for black people. They're the party of Jim Crow. They voted in actual racists. It's like the people that were in the Supreme Court were racist on their side. Like, they've always been that party. It's nothing's changed. They've always been the party of big government. They've always been the party of wanting to chisel away your Second Amendment rights. They've always been the party of forcing you to do things that you don't want to do. They've always been that way. And it could go down to your rights, your religious rights. Oh, well, you have to be forced to bake a cake for a gay couple. Gay couple could have gone anywhere. Maybe they could have baked the wedding cake themselves. But no, you are forced to do it. And they specifically went to you. We know what they were doing, but you're forced to do it. Yeah, you're also forced to take a test to be able to own a firearm. Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, give me a break. Yeah, they've always. Well, this is all cause. Always. Nothing's going to change. If anything, they've gone further left. And now they're out there having people part of their party that are deleting people. Now they're actually just going out in the streets killing people. Now, again, that's the progressive left that is within the Democrat Party that's doing that. Unbelievable. Dude, I'm already riled up if you could tell. Let's see what we got going on here in the chat. Jeff says, Brad, isn't Social Security going to exceed our debt? Yes. Social Security is second right now. Second. But don't worry. One of the theories is you're going to get 70 to 80% of your Social Security, Jeff, when you retire, because we're about the same age. So that's, but see, Democrats are saying you're supposed to be excited for that. I've never understood this logic. This is a real thing, by the way. One of the things they say is, well, let's say we don't have enough money and we don't want to tax you through the roof. What we're going to do is we're just going to pretend that you get 80% and 20% was really there. So basically they stole 20% of your money. 20 to 30% is gone that you could have invested, by the way, through the course of your life and made a boatload of money. That's gone. And according to Democrats, you should be happy that you're getting any at all. That's the way they're thinking is you're supposed to be kissing their ass that you get 70% of your Social Security and that they kissed away to the wind the 30%. Give me a freaking break. Unbelievable. The thinking is so asinine, really. I mean, we live in an ass backwards world. I'm sorry I'm cussing so much today, but man, it's dark MAGA. It's dark MAGA. Freaking bonkers, dude. Oh, we're supposed to be excited for 30% of our money just disappearing. Yeah, I'm not excited about that. And by the way, I'm not excited that I'm forced to pay into it either. Frustrating as hell. So liberal media highlighted anti-ICE apps. A murderer used the apps to kill. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? These are good people. Maryland man was a good person. Yeah, all these people, none of them are criminals. Let's go down Newport. FBI Director Kash Patel shared on Thursday that the gunman who opened fire on the immigration enforcement facility that we covered this morning in Dallas yesterday had searched online for apps that tracked the locations of ICE agents. Mind you, Gavin Newsom wants to mandate to have these ICE agents demasked so that these people can put their information on social media and find where they and their families live so they could too be deleted. Now, Gavin won't admit it because he's a fucking liar, but I'm sorry, that's exactly what they want to do. There's no other reason that you would want to demask these agents other than to find out who they are so you could find them and try to go after them and their family and delete them. There's no other, or harass them. Well, you're doing it to illegal immigrants. Well, their job is to execute the laws in the books. If you don't like what these ICE agents are doing, Democrats, guess what? Change the law. I don't get it. It's not that difficult. If you don't want them to do the job of law enforcement that they're supposed to do, then you change the law. There's a lot of laws I don't like. I still have to follow them. There's a lot of laws that Trump doesn't like. He's still supposed to follow them. That's my gripe with him with TikTok. He was supposed to get rid of it, but he didn't. Such as apps as casting call to invite bad actors to invite law enforcement officers. By the way, a big problem here that we're about to have in California that's going to affect my show. I'm going to be covering that next. I need you all to be aware of this one because my show might be shut down and I'm as serious as a fucking heart attack. And yeah, I'm cussing today. I am as serious as a heart attack. I might have to end my show because of the state of California. I will talk to you about that right after this article. And it has everything to do with Gavin Newsom. And I have till October. I'm as serious. The show might, whether you like it or not, the show might be shut down because of the state I live in. And I'm not exaggerating that one bit. It says here, apps that are casting called to invite bad actors to invite law enforcement officers. Marcos Charles, ICE acting executive associate director of enforcement and removal operations, said on Thursday press conference, it's no different than giving the hit man the location their intended target. And this is exactly what we have seen happen in Dallas. Exactly. Yes. And by the way, we knew this was going to happen. There's no other reason for it.
The Trump administration steps up ICE raids and mass deportations. One tech developer is pushing back with an app designed to track ICE activity in real time. It's called ICE Block, and it's controversial to say the least. Senator Claire Duffy is with us now. How does this work, Claire, and what are the legal implications?
Yeah, John, I talked with Joshua Aaron, who is the longtime tech worker who developed this platform, and he said he really wants it to be an early warning system for people about the location of immigrations and customs enforcement officers. So he says he does not want people interfering with those officers' activity, but he does want people to be able to avoid them altogether if they want. So you open the app, it looks like a map, and users can tap the map to report an ICE sighting in their area, and then everybody who uses the platform within 5 miles of that sighting will get a push alert. This is a free iPhone app. It is anonymous. Aaron says he doesn't collect any user data. And what I think is really interesting about this in this moment is we've seen so many of the biggest leaders in tech supporting President Trump. But Aaron is sort of an example of the fact that there are people within the tech industry who are really resistant to Trump's policies. I asked him what he would say to those tech leaders who, for example, were at the inauguration. Here's what he told me. Take a listen.
I understand that you have shareholders to report to. I understand that you have employees that need their paychecks. But at what point do you say enough is enough?
And John, I should say that ICE did not respond when I asked them about this platform and about Aaron's opposition to their activity.
Well, there you go. And pretty wild stuff coming from the Democrat Party. Mary's the White House correspondent with the Daily Wire, asked Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt about CNN's promotion of ICE Block, an app that tells ICE where the ICE agents are. And this was the answer.
I just watched a CNN segment on a new app called ICE Block, and it kind of appeared to be promoting this app where you can tell people where ICE agents are. Given the recent rise,
an app that tells people where ICE agents are?
Yes. And given the rise, I believe 500% increase in assaults on ICE agents, I wanted to see if you could comment on that and why CNN would be promoting such an app.
Well, it's a very good question. I'll have to go back and watch the clip myself, but surely it sounds like this would be an incitement of further violence against our ICE officers. As you know, as you stated, there's been a 500% increase in violence against ICE agents, law enforcement officers across the country who are just simply trying to do their jobs and remove public safety threats from our communities. And that's something we as Americans, including journalists at CNN who live in many of these cities where illegal aliens are hiding and were let in from the previous administration, should be very grateful for. So we haven't seen the clip. We'll take a look at it, but certainly it's unacceptable that a major network would promote such an app that is encouraging violence against law enforcement officers who are trying to keep our country safe.
Are you kidding me? These are the same people that saw these cities being burned down and gaslit you for it while the freaking city's burning down behind them. It's pretty hot out here, Karen. We're out here in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now, and it's mostly peaceful. As there's freaking black people from Black Lives Matter and then some people from Antifa throwing Montel cocktails at the buildings and lighting them on fire. The whole city's ablaze behind them. Yeah, the hair on my back is singed. I mean, it says it's 65 out right now, but I'll tell you what, it feels about 99. Yeah, maybe because if you turn around, which you did, and you see the buildings ablaze, that might be the sign. That might be the sign. Alrighty, this one you guys are going to want to pay attention to. This it's unconstitutional. I don't know how this gets pushed through. I really don't, but this is not going to stop this nut job from doing it. So this is AB 715 heads to Governor Newsom's desk, meaning it's already passed. The dude's going to sign this crap. Folks, do you know how I was talking about our boy Shib over there in the UK? Shit's about to get real. The guy has to watch what he says. This targets me, you guys. And I mean that in all seriousness. This targets me big time. Almost perfectly. Let me break this down to you. This might end the Bald Brad show by October. Just a heads up. And I'm not exaggerating that. I'm not being extremist. I'm being as serious as I possibly can be. Some shit can go down here. In the early hours of the morning this past Saturday, Assembly Bill 715, a bill that CFA members have been adamantly opposed to, passed the assembly floor and made its way to the governor's desk. Listen to this carefully. We urge you to tell Governor Gavin Newsom to veto the bill by adding your signature here. Despite its current trajectory towards being signed into law, we want to take a moment to recognize our members and allies who worked tirelessly to delay this bill and time again and push its authors to rewrite multiple versions. Although this bill passed both legislative chambers, 9 legislators, champions of CFA, sided with California teachers and abstained from voting. Now, you might be wondering what this bill is. Okay. This bill, the censorship bill, passed by California state legislature around 1 a.m. last night and now heads to the governor's desk. If signed, listen carefully, this bill would censor teaching about Palestine and other marginalized histories in California schools. Its rules are vague, making it easy for political complaints to be filed, narrowing what teachers can cover and discouraging students from speaking up. It also leans on a strategy that uses the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which blurs the line between anti-Semitism and criticism of Israel government policies, which sidelining other communities facing discrimination. Now you may think, well, Brad, this doesn't seem fine. Yeah, people shouldn't be pushing pro-Palestinian stuff and anti-Semitism in the school system. Oh, just hold on. I got a clip here that kind of explains it all really, really well.
Always, and in fact has a counterproductive effect on the people it is supposedly designed to help. How would you feel about any person you're not allowed to criticize? Would that make you like the person more? No. It would make you resentful and suspicious, and it would give you the well-deserved opinion that this is not an egalitarian society in which we're all citizens. It's a hierarchical society in which the government has decided some people have more rights than others. So if you find out you're not allowed to criticize someone else, maybe the first question you might ask is, well, then why are people allowed to criticize me? And the answer is because some people have more power in our society, or are being used to pit different groups against each other, or who knows what's going on. But none of it is consistent with the core promise of this country, which is we're all citizens under our government, and we're all equal before our God who made us. It says that. But increasingly, that's not the country we live in. We live in a country where some people have more rights than others. And that's exactly the kind of message you would send if you wanted to foment a revolution against your government, because it enrages people and it divides them from each other. Oh, we have to protect this group. What does everyone else think of that? They secretly don't like the group. You're not ending bigotry by enacting censorship. You're creating it, Dumbo. And this is specifically aimed at Congressman Bacon, who was somehow an Air Force general. He can't be dumb, but he's obviously not very thoughtful, because this is very obvious.
So what Tucker goes on to say here is that this bill talks about hate speech and is a massive issue and a massive problem. And because it talks about hate speech and it's very vague, it elicits a major issue here. So I want to see if I can find an even better clip for all of you that's more condensed rather than looking through 5 minutes of it. And I have it here for you. Here we go.
The state of California, like 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, 8 days ago, something like that, has passed a law in the state legislature, both chambers of the state legislature. It awaits a signature from Gavin Newsom that would ban hate speech on the internet in California. Hate speech. Now, how do they define hate speech? I actually have the definition. I actually wrote it down because I was so shocked by it that this is happening. The state of California, if Gavin Newsom signs this law, and he has until October 13th to do it, people will be fined if the censors determine that speech constitutes, and we're quoting now, violence, intimidation, or coercion, What's intimidation or coercion, right? Right. Or coercion based on race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, immigration status, or other protected characteristics. Obviously, white Christian men are not covered under that. And so the society becomes ever more hierarchical, with a Brahmin class and untouchables at the bottom, the opposite of the country all of us over 50 grew up in, that had an egalitarian spirit where some were rich, some were poor, some were smart, some were dumb, some had good jobs, others were unemployed, but all of us were considered equal under the law and equal in the eyes of God. And that concept is the basis of a stable society, any stable society, and it was the basis of stability in this country. And laws like this and the attitudes that give birth to them, to laws like this, have made it wildly unstable. Wobbly, it's so unstable. So as of October 13th, that could become law. Now that's a censorship law. Mm-hmm. Now they'll say, no, we're actually getting the platforms to censor. Well, right. You're getting someone else to do the job for you. But if you hire a hitman and he carries out the hit, you're the murderer.
Yep.
He participated in it, but you hired him. And that's exactly what's going on here. The state of California under Gavin Newsom is about to, we think, censor the opinions of Americans, not to protect anybody, but to shield themselves from criticism so they can continue to do what they want to do in secret.
Now, I'm going to go a step further for all of you that Tucker does not, because not only does this have an impact on free speech for me personally, this comes after me, by the way, and academic freedom. So conservatives have been long warned in my state of California's education system that it's hostile to dissenting viewpoints. We've been warned that if we say anything that opposes the left, we're fired. They get to keep their job, but we're let go. AB 17, according to critics, would empower anti-Semitism coordinators and administrators to police classroom speech, especially on hot-button issues like Israel, Palestine, race, gender, and immigration. I would like to point out that sometimes you do get into political territory within statistics because statistics looks at demographics, race, and gender, by the way. This affects me not only because of my show, but because of the stuff I teach you guys. Oh, well, wait, Mr. Roberts, you're talking about male and female. That's what this problem says, but there's all these other genders. Guess what? This applies to me now. Oh, Mr. Roberts, we're talking about Asian Americans, African Americans, Indian Americans, all this stuff because we're showing proportion, right? Because you have to sample populations to find out certain information. I noticed you left out this. There you go. There's one about race. This targets people. You don't understand how bad this is. For conservatives, this sets a precedence, by the way, where progressive causes, Black Lives Matter, DEI agendas, anti-race rhetoric, by the way, well, those all get protected, while speech that challenges them, meaning conservative speech that challenges their narrative, such as support for Israel, defending law enforcement, or opposition of radical gender ideology, could be censored or punished now. We might be off the air starting October, folks. Please understand that. I am not kidding right now. This is insane. One-sided inclusion is taking place. The bill is framed, by the way, and yeah, I'm heated right now, at promoting inclusion and safety, but conservatives like myself see this as California's code for enforcing progressive orthodoxy. Inclusion likely won't extend to religious students or conservative professors or instructors like myself or anyone questioning leftist narratives. Not that should even be brought up in the classroom, but it might be misconstrued as hate speech or you're questioning the narrative if you start using an example that says male and female because you got it from a fucking textbook and now you're questioning the narrative. This could further, by the way, marginalize conservative teachers and students, just a heads up, in the public school system and the private school system. Now, I would say this is some serious government overreach and surveillance, by the way, because the bill requires anyone, anti-racist coordinator for over 70% of Californian students. That means an entire bureaucracy is designed to monitor speech and classroom content. Conservatives, like all of us, should view this as state surveillance of thought of discussion, by the way, thought and discussion, a step towards basically indoctrination, not education. This is not good. This is really, really bad. This is a political weaponization in education. And there's long-term cultural consequences to all this, by the way, because if California sets trends for the rest of the country, which it does, I keep telling you guys that we're the guinea pigs, and it's going to screw over all of you guys, which I said during immigration, and you guys push back on me, some of you. You said, it's not going to happen to us. I'm over here. You're over there, Brad. You're in a border state. What did I say? Oh, it's coming. And that's exactly what happened now. So if AB 715 becomes law, what's going to happen is other blue states are going to copy it. And that's going to deepen the divide of left-leaning and conservative states on education policy. And this goes, it's social media too, you guys. This accelerates the national culture war over schools, by the way, and over social media. So they're going to be attacking freedom of speech here, and they're going to be targeting conservative teachers, and they're going to be starting conservative students. It's already happened. It will be happening, and now it's going to get worse. And I'm not exaggerating this at all. It's bad. Real bad. And I can't take that, folks. I can't take that gamble. We don't make enough money here. Not good. So this is about, according to them, protecting hate speech and anti-Semitism and unsafe classroom rhetoric. Protecting who? I don't think people should be rude to each other. I don't think people should say anti-Semitic things or racist things. I think that's all wrong. People have a right to say it, though. Even though I disagree with it, and then I get to come on my show and hound them for it, for saying stupid things. And some of you might say, well, it's unconstitutional. Well, what happens in between them? We know how stuff takes forever to go up to the Supreme Court. I mean, I can't tell you how hard it is to do the show. It's not hard to do the show. It's hard to do the show because anything you say or do, well, people are going to take out of context. And then now they're going to try to kill you in the streets. Now they're going after your speech. They're already shadow banning the shit out of you on YouTube and X and all these other platforms that you can barely get any views on anymore because they don't like conservative thought and conservative conversation and all this other stuff. So now in my own state, now I can't even say anything whatsoever because now they're going to go after me, find me, penalize me, go after doing something for me saying absolutely nothing other than, hey, maybe you shouldn't break the law. We need more law enforcement in the inner cities and also other areas. So we have people stop breaking the law. Oh, you're discriminating. Oh, now if I say, oh, black people commit half the crime, 13% of the population commit half the crime or whatever. Oh, that's racist. You're discriminating. Got to get rid of this guy. Oh, that's insightful. That's hate speech. Hey, there shouldn't be illegal immigrants here murdering people like I've hound for the Maryland man that's going out trafficking people allegedly, and it's part of his MS-13 violent gang members. Oh, you start talking about that. There you go. Deplatformed. You're gone. You're let go. You have no job. You can't get a job. All this other stuff. This is full-blown attack. What do you do if you're me? Let me go to you guys. A bunch of people watching this. If you were in my position, we make basically no money on the show, by the way, just a heads up. And that doesn't mean your contributions don't help. They obviously do. We make money, but not like I'm not going out supporting myself on this stuff or anything. What do you do? Let me know. Let's go to the chat here. Let's go to the chat. You've done better than me if I had a show with last 1 week or one episode. Appreciate that, Star. John says, do you want me to be in the show with you, Jeff? John says, man, when is it time to give up on the good weather and just get out of Dodge? Yeah. I'm here for you, Brad. Guys, Brad, appreciate that. Move to Florida. Yeah. This makes Newsom's chance be POTUS very slim if he passes this bill or sue the crap out of it. YouTube. Yeah, but you guys are talking, I mean, I appreciate that, Pat. Thank you so much for another 5 memberships. Pat, didn't you just gift somebody 5 memberships last week or earlier this week? Appreciate you. So shout out to Mark. JR got a membership. Small Wild Flowers. Shib got a membership. Oh, Shib's in the... Look at Shib, you son of a bitch, you little lurker, you. I knew it. I knew that guy's always in here and not typing shit out. Shout out to Shib. And then, is it Taya Rene? Shout out to you guys. You can get around CA laws. Bummer, no membership. C-Dog. That poor guy. Oh, shit. C-Dog's been shouting out for a membership for a while. Oh, man. I don't know if I can hand out memberships myself, like personally. I don't know if that's a thing. Jericho, loved that book. New York plus California. What's the best way to defeat an opponent in a battle? Surround them and close in. It's the art of the war. War is never fought fair. That is correct. Brad, we love you and we'll help any way we can. I'm serious. You and your wife can come stay at my empty house. I appreciate that in Benton because I'm a New Hampshire until the Lord takes down. Oh, God. Well, I appreciate that, Bets. God bless you. Appreciate that. Drag offered gifted one subscription to Bald Brad. By the way, Bets, can you email me so I can get your stuff? If you could become a moderator, that would be really helpful. I know you got a lot of stuff going on with your pops, but when that kind of clears up, we would love to have you kind of a part of the team here. Okay, well, nobody's really giving me advice. Are you protected in private school? No, you're not. No. Actually, you have probably less protection than private school. The reason why is because in private school, you don't have the power of the teachers union. And I'm not a fan of unions, by the way. I'm just saying you don't have the power of them behind you. So you actually have less power in private education than you public. Come to Pennsylvania. Yeah, you guys want me coming to your states? Yeah. Yeah, I ain't doing it. Alrighty, where the hell was I? Let's get into more news. But anyways, that we'll see what happens with that, man. But that's that one hits. There hasn't been an article in a really long time where I felt like it personally, like it was speaking directly to me. And I'm like, in every which direction you look at this thing, it is pointing at Millah. Now, I don't pick sides here. I'm not picking Israel or Palestine. I'm not picking anybody. I don't like talking about politics with anybody. I do a show. If you were to see me in person, odds are I'm not talking politics with you unless you wanted to. Even my close friends can vouch for that. They're the ones that bring it up. I don't mind talking about politics with them, but I don't go out of my way to bring it up at parties or anything of that nature, and they will vouch for that. Everybody knows my thoughts, my opinions. You can get it on the show. But, well, we'll see what happens. Come to New Hampshire. We need help holding the fort. We are surrounded. Well, that's why I didn't go in there. At least I have the Pacific Ocean to get the hell out of here, John. You hold down the fort your damn self. If you move, would your mom also? I don't know. Probably not. All right, where are we at here? Where I had something I wanted to show y'all. Everybody chill out. Simmer down. It's Dark MAGA, baby. I wanted to see this. Now, is anybody fans of Emma Watson and Harry Potter? You guys ever see this? Hold on a second. Harry, you will lose. Everything spelling. It's my wand. For some of you, this is how you snort cocaine. Don't do that. Drugs are bad for you. But for me, I use it to drink water. I'm a diva. Emma Watson says she treasures J.K. Rowling even after transgender clash. I'm sorry. I'm such a weird dude. Harry Potter actress Emma Watson said she still respects series creator J.K. Rowling, as you should. She gave you your freaking entire career, despite holding opposing views on rights for transgender identifying individuals. That's fine. I mean, I think it's a little, I don't know what this means. Rights for transgender individuals. I don't know what that means. Hand to God. They have the same rights as everybody else does. I've always said, if you want to be a grown adult and lop off your pee-pee, more power to you. Look, if you want to go as far as to cut off your own damn head, I ain't stopping you. By the way, bad idea. Don't do that. Just want to be clear. Not a good idea. Yeah, all that stuff, self-harm, it's not good. Really bad, actually. I can't stop you. You can say, hey, I hope you don't do that. Would love to have you around. You're an adult. You can make your own decisions. If you want to, it's God forbid, but seek help first. Go seek help. You need something. I can't stop you from doing what you're going to do. I don't want you to do it. Don't harm yourself, but people are going to do what they want to do, and go seek help. People think that us conservatives, that we hate transgender people. I don't know where they get that from, other than maybe because we hound them and go, just because I don't want to play in your delusions doesn't mean I hate you. Folks, there's people that are schizophrenic. They're family members that are schizophrenic and they love them and they want them to seek help. It doesn't mean that you play into, dad's delusions and go, there's dad talking to Jimmy Bob, Johnny Bag of Donuts again. Jimmy Bag of Donuts is telling you to do all these other things. Oh, that's fine. I see him too. Oh, you hear him? Yeah. What are you guys talking about? I want to be part of the conversation. No, you don't do that. You don't play into people's delusions. It's fucked up. You could, but I mean, that's a fucked up thing to do, is tell people somebody's standing there when they're not. Hey, do you see that guy, Jenny? Do you see that guy standing in a full suit and a tux that looks like he's from like 1776? You see, George Washington? For you to go, well, I'll be damned. I see George too. Look at him standing there. Isn't he look all funny? Playing it. Isn't that fuck? Like, why would you do that? You can love them. You don't play into it. So I don't know why they think we hate them. I don't hate you. Now, when you start going after children, I don't like that. I think that's messed up. I think that's grotesque. I think that's wrong. She and several other co-stars, including Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grant, have both publicly denounced Rowling due to her critical view of transgender activism. Or you could have just kept your mouth shut altogether, and you didn't have to go after the person that gave you basically your entire career and livelihood and millions of dollars where you never have to work again. But that's one thing. Maybe you don't slander the person, your boss, that basically solely gave you everything in this life, but whatever. Watson expanded on her viewpoint during a recently aired episode on the On Purpose with Jay Shetty podcast. When asked, it almost seems like everybody has a podcast nowadays. Have you guys noticed that? When asked about her current thoughts on Rowling, the actress said, I really don't believe that by having had that experience and holding the love and support and views that I have means that I can't and don't treasure J.K. Rowling and the person that I have personal experiences with. Correct. You can have opposing viewpoints with somebody and still get along with them. Welcome to a civilized society. By the way, welcome to the state of California. That's what I've had to do my entire life, was work with people my entire life that I have opposing viewpoints. Brad, go on Twitter and tag Cash, Bongino, and Bondi about the article and might take on that issue. Yeah, maybe I will. Or Jeff, do it and tag me. That'd be great too. Emma Watson played Hermione Granger in Harry Potter movies, guys. Brad and her. Yes, that is correct. That's why we did the Harry Potter reference. Alahimara. Expelliarmus. Alrighty, what else do we have here? I want to see if we got something good for all of you. Matter of fact, let's do, we haven't seen it in a while. And sorry, my voice is hoarse. I've been teaching. Do 75 minutes times 3, and that's exactly how long I've been talking for, plus the morning show, plus now. Scott Jennings. I feel like we have not seen Scott in a while. Now, maybe it's because the left have tried to place a hit on him, but he has not been on CNN. Is he done on CNN? Is he just not doing his rounds now that he has a morning show? Is he not wanting to give them the spotlight anymore? It's very, very interesting that we haven't seen Scott as much, and I miss the man. I miss him greatly. Scott is a good man, a true man, a different man, the all-purpose man. We have here Nick Shirley went to New York City, and he said that a illegal migrant gang was selling marijuana on the streets of New York City and jumped his cameraman on their block. So let's see this a little bit. And by the way, viewer discretion is advised. We have to say that for legal purposes now on YouTube. This is what New York looks like. Tagged up, dilapidated. You know what I mean? The streets aren't even swept and cleaned up correctly. They can't even get a good street sweeper out there to like power wash the curb and the cement to be redone. But don't worry. In the old days, we actually used to help out our communities, and we would just kind of do this as a help out. But, this is what happens when you get a big city with people that don't care. So here we go. I don't know what's going to happen. I have not seen this. May the force be with you.
Yo, what's up? We don't do no fucking camera. Fuck the fucking camera.
Hey.
Keep fucking pushing.
Hey.
You heard? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Hey.
Fuck
Back
you
up,
with your
back
fucking
off,
camera.
back off.
I said fuck you with your camera. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Who the fuck you work for? Bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck you work for? Bitch, who you work for? Fuck you, nigga.
You're in public.
Get the fuck out of here. Listen, you gonna get the fuck out of here.
Hey.
Back
up.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You gonna get fucked up. I'm telling you, bro.
Back up.
Fucked up over here.
Back up. Back up.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what y'all do, snitch ass motherfucker. Look at yourself in there.
Hey.
Take that shit somewhere else.
Hey. Why are you mad at me?
Keep it pushing.
Why are you mad at me?
Take it over there somewhere else.
I am.
Yeah, you work for the fucking who you work for?
By myself.
All right, get out of here with
Look,
that
I just bought some
camera.
Rolex.
That's right.
I just bought a Rolex.
Fuck you with the Rolex.
It's a fake one. It's a fake one.
It's a fake one. Go to the fucking store and get the real one. Get the fuck out of here with your cameras. Snitch ass motherfuckers. But what the fuck is y'all here for? This is how the fuck we eat. That's how the fuck we eat. So get the fuck out of here.
I'm leaving.
So get the fuck out of here.
Where you come from?
You get the fuck out of here. I come from your mother, bitch.
Really?
You, bitch.
No, you didn't.
Fuck out of here.
Why are you mad at us? We can be here on the street. This is public street.
Yo,
we have the First Amendment.
This is our block, you bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck
This is your block?
Yeah, motherfucker. So somebody spend this motherfucker and take the camera away.
I can be here. I don't have anything to be worried about because I'm not doing anything illegally. You see what happens? People come in from other countries illegally.
I love Nick, But this is what happens, man. This is what happens when you have a decay in your culture. The streets are dirty. There's fucking trash everywhere. This guy's like talking shit. This is that type of guy. This guy here. We're not done yet. This guy here. Nick has no idea if this guy will pull a shank on him, will just walk up and just shoot him dead in the streets. You think this guy cares? This guy probably has no life. Probably has no kids. And if he does, he's probably not with them. And by the way, people, oh, you're saying that about his race. No, I'm not. I'm judging it based on his actions. The dude's a lunatic. I can give two shits if he's black. He could be a white guy, an Asian guy for all I know. I'm judging him based on how he's acting. Called his character, by the way, which is exactly what Martin Luther King tells us to do.
Ass motherfucker. This our block, you bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck
This is your block?
Yeah, motherfucker. So somebody spend this motherfucker and take the camera away.
I can be here. I don't have anything to be worried about because I'm not doing anything illegally. You see what happens? People come in from other countries illegally. They get mad at you on the streets of the United States.
That guy's an illegal? Do we know that for sure?
Then they shouldn't be doing stuff illegally. Then they shouldn't be doing stuff illegally.
Hey,
hey. Hey.
I will smash this bitch.
Hey.
And you won't fucking look.
Hey. All right, we're out. See what happens? That's the problem. Is you just can't let this go on. People need to start standing on business. These people are selling illegally on the streets of New York City. Cameraman just got punched in the face. Took one for the team. He just took one cold right there. They're selling marijuana illegally. That's why they're mad. Thing is, these people don't have papers. You guys heard it there. He said this is his block. It's not his block. He's here illegally. He doesn't even have papers to be here.
Sheesh, man. It doesn't stop there with Nick Shirley. He has more here. Protesters outside the United Nations turned into an anti. Is this the one that... Oh, yeah, we can't watch this one. This is the one where the lady started showing her boobies. We can watch a little bit of it until she starts showing her boobs, but then we got to stop because then it just turns into, we get flagged for that. But resisting the, I don't even know what that says, since 1948.
Hello.
He's a racist piece of shit. He's a dirty white piece of shit.
I am?
Yeah, let me show my tail.
Oh my God.
All right, well, never mind then. Jesus, dude. 8 seconds in. Unbelievable. Well, let me see if we can watch this. Hold on. Let me scan through this. All right, here's more of them. These are pro-Palestinian protesters. This one's good. There's nothing in there. Sorry about that. Great. If you don't like our country, go back to yours. Here we go.
Oh, then get out of our country.
What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. He just said F our country. He said F our country. I would never touch you.
Fuck America, bro.
I would never touch you. If you guys don't like America, leave.
See, I commend Nick, man. This guy, all it takes is for him, his face is covered. Nobody knows what he looks like. All it takes is for him to stab you in the neck, slice your throat and run, and he's gone. And probably nobody would know who the hell he is. People would, right? But these are the people that will kill you. I'm not asking. I love Nick. I wish that he would stop doing this for his safety.
Oh, then get out of our country.
What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. He just said F our country. He said F our country. I would never touch you.
Fuck America, bro.
I would never touch you. If you guys don't like America, leave.
Nick's right. He's not wrong. He is not wrong, but that's how they're going to treat him. And I would love to show you more, but that black chick is just showing her boobies on every clip, is just showing her boobies every time. There's also this taking place in Europe. This is the one we didn't cover earlier this week, and I wanted to. Paris erupts as Antifa take over the city. Full video. This is about 16 minutes. Look, I mean, I'm telling you, Europe has fallen, man.
Unrest here in the streets. And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
The streets of Paris are literally on fire. Police have moved in. Today I'm here in France. Right now we have hundreds of thousands of people set to hit the streets of Paris all across France today. There's said to be around 800,000 protesters. You see The cops right here in all of their riot gear. They have gas masks, their riot shields, everything else you would need to fight against the protesters. Today is set to be a day of chaos. Paris is erupting and the whole entire world's gone mad. We've had protests in Nepal, in Britain, and in the United States. You had the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Everywhere across the world, people are upset, and out here in Paris, they're showing up in the masses. Here in France, some of the reasons why they are protesting is because the instability here, especially as they are in such a large deficit, trillions of dollars in debt. They just raised the retirement age from 62 to 65, and in the past 2 years alone, they have had 5 different prime ministers. That just shows how unstable the country of France is right now. And what do you hope to accomplish today in this protest?
I hope that the people of the world today can see that if you show up in mass, the authorities fear you. You run the government, especially in a republic like this.
And is Macron destroying France?
He's part of the problem, but he's like Donald Trump. He's not the disease, he's a symptom.
And why are you out here today?
Because we are angry. We want more rights for the workers. We want more social justice because the rich man doesn't pay enough tax.
And is President Macron
And they say the same thing here. Oh, the rich don't pay enough taxes. But then when you ask them, well, how much is enough? Like, how much should you do? They don't know. This number sounds good, right? But they haven't actually thought about it. But I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a ton of money. I don't think the rich should be taxed more. I never got this. Isn't that the goal for all of us, to become wealthy? You don't become wealthy so that you can give it to everybody else. You do want to give. Obviously, that's baby step number 7 in Dave Ramsey, by the way, is to build wealth and give. But you shouldn't be forced to do it. Does that make sense? I never understood that. Cool. You worked your ass off. You did all the right things. And now because you did all the right things that you're supposed to do to get ahead in life and actually make a better life for you and future generations that are associated with your family, well, you should have your money stolen and given to other people that don't want to make the same decisions that you had to make and bust your ass. They should be treated differently than you, even though you did all the right things. I'm sorry, you guys. I never understood that logic, and I never will. I never understand that why we always have to treat millionaires and billionaires like they're some scumbags. They don't pay enough. They don't do their fair share. Like, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? Did you start working at 8 years old? Did you start working at 10 years old? I started working in 1999. You want to know how old I was? 10 years old. And I started working, and I've worked ever since then.
Left or right?
Right.
Has anybody else started working at 10 years old in here? Anybody?
Very right.
And is his wife a boy or a girl? Is Bridget a boy or a girl?
A girl, of course, a woman. Yes. A real woman. So it's bullshit.
You have thousands of people here on the streets of Paris, France right now chanting, Macron, resign. What brings you out here today?
I'm a student, and it's for like the budgets and against fascism and like the rise of nationalism.
Against the government and against all Macron is doing with the government and putting like prime minister we don't want to.
Yes.
And everything.
And against nationalism.
And why are you...
I mean, does it get any more stereotypical just smoking? She's smoking too. As we don't like what we see here, the Pepe Le Pew. We don't like the Macron, but we like Macrons, if you know what I mean. You freaking filthy American, but you're sexy. You smell good. I pulled a Joe Biden. By the way, shout out to these girls for actually looking girly. You know what I mean? They're actually playing girly, flipping the ponytail, right? They're working the camera. I get what you're doing, right? They're teasing Nick a little bit, showing off. Yeah, I get it. I'm into girly girls like that. I don't like these girls that buzz their heads, right? Or lifted and they're chiseled as shit. It looks like they're on roids. Ugh.
You're worried about the rise of nationalism?
Because I'm a history student, and when
I'm a history student. See what she's doing, man? She's hitting on Nick, dude. Nick, you gotta get it.
Rise of nationalism, there's always wars, and it's always end up bad, really bad.
So what should happen?
I think like the government needs to like change, like everything needs to change, and like more rights for the students, more social rights, and like tax the rich. Surtout taxer les riches.
You think the whole world has gone mad?
Yes. It's because of the United States, I think.
You think it's because of the United States?
Yes.
The streets are absolutely
Not because of maybe all the immigration that's happened to their country and the fact that they didn't want to listen to Donald Trump and do all these other things, but they allowed a leftist ideology to infiltrate their entire nation, and now their nation is gone, like we see from the United Kingdom. Gotcha.
Fully flooded. You have thousands of people over here. You have thousands of people over here, and this is just the start of the protest. It has just begun. And it's estimated for these protests today in France, over 80,000 police officers will be deployed across the country. Right here, you just have a small little group of them, but this is like this all throughout France today, around 80,000 troops of policemen. And just last week, these same protesters took to the streets and they took over this statue right here. You can see all the graffiti. It says Antifada, anti-fascist, free Gaza, tax the rich. That is why there's around 80,000 police officers out here in the streets today as well. They don't want any.
What a bunch of heroes tagging up a bunch of stuff, man. Real life-changing work there. You know, that's really going to do a lot of good. Yeah, that's actually going to free Palestine. You going spray painting a bunch of stuff, which, by the way, you'd have to buy the spray paint, right? You got to love these people that are anti-capitalists, but yeah, go support capitalism by the form of buying the spray paint and then going out and spray painting a bunch of buildings, which is only going to take money from your taxes to go clean off in the first place. But don't worry, you're saving Palestine by doing this. You're really getting them.
More of their historical sites being graffitied or destroyed out here due to these protesters coming through. You have police and you have tanks set out over there. You have so many different groups, you can't even count on all 10 of your fingers. You have the people that are for communism, you have the anti-imperialism, you have the pro-trans, you have the Antifa, you have all this stuff. I can't even name all of them, but there are so many out here, and chaos is going to be breaking out very soon. And the whole entire world seems like it's gone mad, from Britain to Nepal to the United States with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and here in one of the most popular destinations in the entire world, Paris, France. What do you guys think about your current government?
Our current government? Well, it's trash. We vote in June 2024 for a leftist government, and it's been 1 year and a half that we still have Republicans, and we still have to demonstrate outside every fucking Saturday to be heard, so it's kind of tiring.
Do you think your government is listening to you?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Alright, now you have everybody with the middle fingers in there. Why are you here today?
We want the president to go away, basically, to just quit, and we want to change the government.
They have stuck Macron's face on some dog poo in the streets of France. The people here are obviously very upset with their president, Macron. I have a whole group of people right behind me right here preparing to go. Looks like something's gonna be happening. They're all getting masks on. Uh-oh, yep. You got Antifa out here now. But Antifa in the United States was just declared a terrorist organization because of how violent they've become, as they have been proven to promote political violence against their political opponents. All these guys are in the riot gear, and it looks like they're getting ready to make a charge. They're giving some directions in the back. There's a lot of them right here. And here are all the protesters. You have this lady right here with the communist hat, and
you gotta love that, right? Bunch of socialists and communists, but never will actually live in a socialist or communist country.
Now you have the protesters chanting at the police. The police here in France do not mess around. They will straight up attack back at the protesters when the protesters show that they're going to attack as well. I don't know what side to choose. I'm not here from France, but either way, both sides do get super violent. Do you want communism?
Yeah. Because I'm girl power.
Are you ready to fight with the?
I want communism because I'm girl power. You see the headphones she's wearing and the clothing and all the capitalism that she supports, but she wants to be communist. Yeah, okay. Doesn't want to live in a communist country though, like full-blown communist, but I really want it. You notice there's a common theme here. You notice these people never want to actually go there. I know I repeated myself, but I find it amazing. If I thought communism was great, guess what I would go do? I'd actually go move to communism. Yeah, I'd go to a communist country because I think it's great. There's no greater country than America that's ever existed in the history of mankind. We live in the greatest country, and I love it here.
Police?
No. Yeah, for sure.
For sure, you're ready.
For sure.
And what makes you want to fight with the police?
Huh?
You're just waiting.
Just waiting to them to make the first move.
Once they make the first move, you're going?
Yeah.
What do you think this accomplishes?
What?
Attacking the police.
No, this is us attacking us. Them attacking us, not us.
Would you say that France is in somewhat of a culture or political war here?
Yeah. This is for sure the political war.
And do you have a mask on because if they see your face, they can arrest you?
Yeah, they can scan us.
What makes you worried about what's going on here in Paris and in France right now?
Everything. people are hungry. We're starving. We work really hard for nothing.
And what organization are you part of? Are you part of Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
Okay, so we have Antifa here, and there's more people that are coming back. They just ran back, and now it looks like you guys are about to go charge after them as well.
We're waiting.
Once the police make a move, you guys will fight.
Yeah.
Do you think there will eventually be a civil war here inside of Paris, inside of France?
I think not, sadly, but we need one. We sure need one.
This is the craziest thing. You have a person protesting, and then you have these old people who just went through the police officers, and now they're trying to make their way over here. And you have Antifa over there, a guy dancing with his earbuds in, and then hundreds of police officers right there. On the other side, you have even more police officers. No one is attacking as of right now. Hey. They're spray painting. What the heck? We got a dumpster on fire here. What in the world? Uh-oh, they're taking it to the police.
What change? Lighting some trash
Antifa
on fire.
has
That's
set
gonna get 'em,
flames
guys.
to the
That's
streets,
really gonna make
lighting
him
this
get
dumpster
out
on
of
fire.
office.
Police are right there. We'll see if they come in and move in. But the streets are currently officially on fire. Police just made a shot. Oh. Antifa's lighting off fireworks. So on this side you have Antifa lighting off fireworks. On this side you have a dumpster on fire. The dumpster's completely melted away. Now look over here. We have Antifa doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Lighting stuff on fire, shooting fireworks at the police. Police are just over here. Nothing's happened yet. Something's bound to break out. The streets of Paris are literally on fire. Oh, shoot, I just got shot. They're shooting, I just got shot. I don't know what I just got hit with. I just got shot though. I think they shot tear gas at me.
Oh, yeah,
I've been shot out
That had to hurt.
here in the streets of Paris. Uh-oh, now everyone's joining in. Everyone in the mask. Street signs are getting taken down. The original Antifa member said, we'll start once they make the first move. I've just seen a lot of first moves made by Antifa out here. Look, I just saw another bottle thrown. Took a bullet for you guys. Hope you guys subscribe. Holy cow. The streets of Paris are being set to flames right now. Look, now they're picking up the glass to throw at the police. They're picking up the shards of glass. They're digging out the rock. Okay, I won't film. I don't film. They're digging out the rock to throw at the police. Right now you have Antifa digging out the rocks next to this tree to throw at the police. They have a hammer. That's crazy. Okay, no film, no film. Antifa's telling me I can't film.
Do you want to know what people do this? Is because there's not enough consequences for if you're apprehended doing something like this, throwing rocks at police during a riot or inciting riot. There's not, it's worth it to these people. It's not harsh enough. Whereas if you put enough people in prison for doing crap like this for long enough, there's not gonna be enough people to actually do this.
Look, now he's throwing the rock. Look, now they're chipping away. You got old ladies running. Old ladies are running out of here. They're chiseling out the ground with a hammer and throwing stones at the police. I am surrounded by a mob of Antifa right now. Everyone is in black right now. Everybody in here is in black. Hundreds of members of Antifa right here, all in black. Police aren't doing anything yet. They've been getting rocks thrown at them for the past 10 minutes straight. Matter of time before something happens. Antifa's getting a chain link right now. Arms are all together while people just chuck rocks. They're breaking into these buildings. Now they're looting. Police are moving.
Us normal people have to deal with this crap, man. You know what I mean? one stupid pocket of people, progressives, these leftists, we have to deal with this shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, police are moving in. Police have moved in. Get behind the tree, get behind the tree, get behind the tree. Stand right here. Police have moved in. Innocent. Holy. Police have moved in. Hold. Police have moved in. They started breaking into these walls. Police have officially taken into the street.
Dragging that guy.
Under arrest here in the streets. Oh, this kid's about to get. Oh, they deployed tear gas. Can't see anything. Watch out, watch out. Absolute unrest here in the streets. The police have just been waiting, and once the protesters, the rioters, Antifa, started breaking in this building, all hell broke loose. Tear gas is out. Police is coming out. Guys are throwing stones. Those aren't even rocks, those are freaking stones. They're grabbing out of the ground. Hell's broken loose here on the streets. This is what happened. The protesters came in. I can't even breathe. Tear gas. Can't even see. This is what happened. Protesters came in, started breaking through this building right here, this storefront, and then the police came in. This is absolute madness. I've never seen anything like this. All of the protesters' arms are linked and they're moving in a line right now. Another garbage has been set to flames. Lawlessness here in the streets of Paris. Garbage is on fire. Stores being looted. Police being thrown, not just rocks, but quite literally stones from the ground. We found Where's Waldo here in the middle of this protest. Is this protest good or bad?
The protest is good, but this meeting is pretty bad. You don't have to break something or...
Yeah, you don't have to break something to prove a point.
Yeah.
Well, Waldo, I'm glad you're here in Paris.
Thank you.
God bless you. Notice how you don't see a single French flag. You have Palestine flags, you have communist flags. You don't see one French flag in this entire protest. You don't see one flag of France here at all. Here's a victim of one of the glass bottles being thrown and ricocheted off of the walls. Oh, you can't even see tear gas everywhere. Oh, I didn't even get pepper sprayed, but oh, can't even breathe. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even breathe. Tear gas is all on my face. I didn't even get a direct hit of it. Oh my gosh, more and more bombs are getting put out. Wow, Antifa's going hard right now. Let me get this straight. You do not like your president, so you riot in the streets, break in buildings, set garbage to flames, and attack the police. Oh my gosh! Whoa! I can't even hear. This guy can't even, he doesn't know what even just happened to him. He was right there. They just did like a flash bang. Holy. Look at Antifa. Look at.
Wow. I mean, if you've ever been inside shooting firearms, that's loud. And if you've ever been outside shooting next to firearms, that is loud. That was a big one, man. That's where you do hear the ringing in your ears. Well, folks, we're going to end it there. Thank you for hanging out during Dark MAGA today. I actually have a lot of... Dark MAGA might be one of my favorite things to do because I feel like I just get to hang out with you. I don't have any pressure to go over the news. I get to watch videos with you all that I do in my free time. So it's an opportunity where I get to hang out with all of you and absolute love. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here, though. If I did, I'll give you a moment to throw something in the chat if you want to ask me a question before we head out here. But yeah, Lulu's right. What a bunch of losers. Yeah. I think Nick says it right. It's an obvious thing, but the Where's Waldo guy, I think, said it perfectly of like, you don't need to go out and start trashing and vandalizing things. You don't do that. But that's what happens when, you have a culture that's fallen, and when your morality kind of switches in a direction to vandalize things. It's sad. I mean, it's really sad. You're kind of seeing Western civilization fall in your eyes, right in front of you. It's who would ever thought that we would have seen Western civilization crumble in front of our eyes? That's why we wrote the book, Trojan Horse, How the Left is Destroying America. I'm going to keep plugging it because, man, the book is just, it's always going to be timely. Maybe I should write a book, How the Left is Destroying the World. Brad, we love you, brother. If you need anything, just a phone call away. I appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you. God bless. You guys always have my back. I appreciate that. I'm here for you guys, Brad and Jeff. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Patriots. Pray for Brad to keep his show. Yeah, we'll see what goes on with that bill. I got to do more research to see how that's going to affect us here. I think our friend needs his own face mask like Tyr. Yeah, Nick. You pray for Nick, man. That guy's always out there doing something, and power of prayer is effective, and I just want him to be safe. He's you can follow him on X, Nick Shirley. A matter of fact, here, let me give you guys his handle. It's Nick Shirley on X, and I'll kind of plug him right now. He deserves support, man, because that guy's out there putting in the work, and that's somebody that's putting their ass on the line. I'm not putting my ass on the line. That guy's putting his tushy on the line, so appreciate that. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm actually really excited for Friday's episode because you never know what it holds. And Friday's a little bit more loosey-goosey, kind of like Dark Maggot. So I'm excited to see you guys. Thank you for your patience, by the way. I tried to get here as fast as I could from work. But God bless you. Pray for this country. Pray for Donald Trump. Pray for Charlie Kirk. And by the way, let's pray for Betts's father. I hope that he has a recovery, a speedy one, and that he's able to get in good health. I'll be making sure I pray for him. So God bless you guys. Pray for our community. Pray for those that need it. And I'll see you tomorrow morning here on the Bull Brad Show. Take care, Patriots.